Hey gamers! Welcome back to the channel where we turn your low-end PCs into gaming powerhouses. Today, we're diving into the post-apocalyptic chaos of Terminator Resistance. As someone who's been a fan of the Terminator movies since I was a kid yelly, I'll be back at inappropriate moments. Testing this game feels like meeting a childhood hero. But let's be real. When it comes to running this on a low-end PC with an i3 processor and no dedicated graphics card, I wasn't sure if it would terminate my system first. First things first, settings. Since we're gaming on a potato, well, a metaphorical one, I had to tweak the settings right away. I dropped the screen resolution to 720p. Unfortunately, there wasn't a straightforward full screen option. But here's a trick for my fellow gamers. Switch to 720p windowed mode and hit F11 to force full screen. Voila! You're now hacking the system, Terminator style. Next, I enabled FSR, Fidelity FX Super Resolution, and set it to Ultra Quality. Trust me, this setting is a lifesaver for low-end PCs. You can adjust it based on your preferences, but Ultra Quality strikes a nice balance between visuals and performance. Speaking of performance, the game runs surprisingly well. I was hitting 30 to 40 FPS on average, which is decent considering we're squeezing juice out of integrated graphics. Sure, there were occasional dips when the screen was flooded with explosions or hordes of Terminators, but hey, what's a post-apocalypse without a little chaos? Now, let's talk about the gameplay. You step into the shoes of Jacob Rivers, a resistance soldier fighting against the rise of Skynet. From the get-go, the game does a decent job of capturing that Terminator vibe. The ominous music, the gritty landscapes, and of course, those terrifying T-800s stomping around like they own the place. But let's address the real question. How does it feel to play? Well, it's a mixed bag. On one hand, sneaking around and taking out Terminators feels incredibly satisfying. You're not Rambo here. These machines can and will turn you into scrap metal if you're not careful. The stealth mechanics are surprisingly smooth, though the AI isn't exactly the brightest. I once had a Terminator stare directly at me for 5 seconds before deciding, nah, not worth it. I guess even killer robots have off days. The combat is where the game shines. Whether you're wielding plasma rifles or crafting traps to outsmart Skynet, the gameplay keeps you engaged. The shooting mechanics are tight, and there's something oddly therapeutic about watching a T-800 explode into a shower of sparks. However, the crafting system felt a little unnecessary. Do I really need to craft a pipe bomb when I could just find one conveniently lying around? On the flip side, the dialogue and NPC interactions are a bit cheesy. There's one guy in the Resistance who kept giving me side quests, and I swear he sounded like a low-budget Arnold Schwarzenegger impersonator. But hey, it adds to the charm. So, is Terminator Resistance worth your time on a low-end PC? Absolutely. It's not a groundbreaking game, but it's a solid tribute to the Terminator franchise with enough action, stealth, and nostalgia to keep fans entertained. The fact that it runs this well on an i3 processor with no graphics card is nothing short of impressive. Sure, the visuals aren't mind-blowing, but the atmosphere and gameplay more than make up for it. Would I recommend it? If you're a fan of the movies or enjoy post-apocalyptic shooters, give it a shot. And if you're like me, playing this game might just transport you back to those childhood. That's it for today's video, folks. If you enjoyed this review, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more low-end PC gaming content. Let me know in the comments if there's another game you'd like me to test. Maybe even a hidden gem that's lurking in your Steam library. Until next time, keep gaming and remember, even with no graphics card, you'll be back. Enjoy the rest of the gameplay.
Hey, fuckhead. The saw some movement in the factory.
Resistance?
Nah, it looks like a scavenger. We aren't too far from our new hideout. Maybe it's the guy who lives there. You know what? I think I'll introduce myself. The least I can do for leaving us all those resources? Shit. I might even give him a thank you card. You keep looking.